Hi everyone, Waluigi K here, welcome back. Today I want to talk about and hopefully introduce you to more gay movies that I think are absolute classics. In the spirit of keeping these videos short and sweet, let's start with the first movie, Beautiful Thing. Honestly, if you've seen this movie, the scene of Jamie and Steve running through the forest to Mama Cass's Make Your Own Kind of Music lives in your head rent-free. I know I put in my opinion in the title of these videos, but the classic status of 1996's Beautiful Thing is undeniable. Jamie and Steve are two boys going to the same school who happen to be neighbors and live in the same apartment complex. Jamie is bullied for being different while Steve has to deal with an abusive father and brother. Terrified to go home, Steve is spotted by Sandra, Jamie's mom, crying and takes him in. I swear, when I rewatch this movie now, all I want to do is hug these two. Though this movie shows its age a bit in some departments, its story and characters are very well written. Stellar casting, on-screen chemistry, excellent and nuanced performances from the main cast, and a brilliant musical score featuring Mama Cass with incredibly touching moments all over the place. Beautiful Thing is hands down a classic. Up next is 1998's Get Real. If you want to talk about iconic queer moments living in your head rent-free, Steve's coming out scene is probably living there luxuriously. Get Real follows the story of Steven, a teenager who muddles about with different hobbies and not truly committing to any particular one. He also knows that he's gay and often goes to known cruising spots to try to find interactions with other men like him. This is set in the late 90s after all, so he'll have to embrace all of its quirks. One day, while at a typical cruising spot at the park, a mystery man he entices in the bathroom turns out to be the school star athlete, John Dixon. After that, the two seemingly can't seem to escape each other and decide that, knowing the risks, they'll continue to see each other in secret when they can. What follows is the ups and downs of living as a closeted teenage boy, all set to the not-so-subtle backdrop of Romeo and Juliet. Rewatching this movie now, it's incredible to me how fleshed out the characters are and frankly how ahead of its time this movie was. It's brimming with memorable lines, snappy and quippy dialogue, great and likable characters, and heartfelt moments. Coming out can be complex and difficult, but there's nothing as easy as deeming Get Real as an absolute classic. Next up, enter, well, the reason I say enter in these videos, 1999's Trick. Would it be embarrassing if I said that I knew the opening number for Enter You by heart? If you don't know what the term trick means, it's another term for a hookup or a person you frequent just to get off. You know, a one-night stand. The thing about this hilarious romantic comedy is that the two just can't seem to find a place to do the deed, and thus begins an entire night of getting to know each other through a series of events, unfortunate or otherwise. See, our protagonist Gabriel is a writer and musician and wants to put together a musical. Mark is a go-go dancer at a gay bar that Gabriel spots when he goes there after his presentation didn't go over as well as he'd hoped. He feels a little out of his element though after a few interactions and leaves. When on the metro ride home, Mark pops up and falls asleep and Gabe can't take his eyes off him. After Mark catches him glaring, he follows him out of the subway and asks if he wants to go to his place, and the stage is set. Iconic lines, iconic moments, and even iconic musical numbers, this movie is simply a delight. Be it Mark's frank and nice side revealed after the night peels away the facade, or Gabriel's dorky optimism and undeniable cute awkwardness. Huge props of course go to the memorable supporting cast as well. Tori Spelling, Steve Hayes, Coco Peru, and Lori Bagley all elevate this movie in ways I can't say without spoiling this absolute classic for you. There you have it. 3 more movies in that genre that I consider to be absolute classics. Truly classic gay movies. Honestly, rewatching these masterpieces was fun to put together this video. If you have any recommendations of other movies that you think deserve the title, be sure to let me know. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and even leave a comment. For my next video, I've been thinking of doing something that these videos were made for, which is bring some LGBT media to your attention and putting them on your gaydar, so to speak. Until then, Waluigi K, out.